I thank the Speaker, and I don't know if Mr. Goldman is still here, but we'll relay the substance of the Chairwoman's remarks regarding the amendment and the timing of his amendment submission. I wonder, I'm prepared to close, only have a few minutes of debate left, but as the Chairwoman said, this is the People's House, a house that I have great reverence for. And so I wonder, Mr. Speaker, if I might, via you, make a request to the Chairwoman to engage in a brief colloquy. Perhaps that could provide the public, the viewing public, a sense of real debate as opposed to us just giving speeches. But
we're nearly at the end of this, and I don't believe we need to have a colloquy. I think we each have an opportunity for closing comments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Mr. Speaker, and with much respect to the gentlewoman, I think that's a shame, because I think the American people ought to be able to hear a fair and full exchange of views and an active debate, and I think that is far more present when we actually have a colloquy as opposed to just making speeches. I will simply say the question I was going to pose to the Chairwoman, she has made clear that these three bills, the bill to give more power to the Department of Education that she seeks to dismantle, a bill on the regulation standards for refrigerant walk-in freezers and commercial refrigerators, that those bills are very important to the House Republican Conference, that they are a top priority. Interestingly enough, not a single Republican member of Congress in the last hour that we've had allocated for debate has indulged us with their presence today to come to the floor and extol the virtues of the legislation that they have pursued on commercial refrigerators. I wonder why. Probably not an accident. I can't imagine that there are a lot of Republican members of Congress that wanted to sign up to come do floor debate today on commercial refrigerators in light of the biggest mishap on a national security front in decades, in light of all the challenges that our country is facing. Debating refrigerators, apparently, was not something that many of my Chairwoman's colleagues wanted to do. Nonetheless, I'm grateful that we've had an opportunity to share with the American public, to give them full transparency into how the Republicans have decided to spend their time and their majority here in Washington, D.C. I'm sure we'll proceed with a few more days of debate. I'm sure Republicans will pass their bills on commercial freezers and walk-in refrigerators, and then we'll be back next week. One can only hope that Republicans will have seen the light by then, and that we won't be up for appliance week number 4, 5, 6, whatever it is now. Mr. Speaker, if my colleagues on the other side of the aisle would like to actually debate substantive issues, there's an easy way to do it. Opposing the previous question, opposing the rule and the underlying bills, so that the House can get back to doing the people's work. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields.